Good day and welcome to our explanation of how to plot cities on a map with Excel. If you try to plot cities, you'll find within Excel by default, what will happen is it'll give you an error message. So let's just take this data here, this ranking. I'm just going to click Insert, Recommended Charts, and in here I'm just going to skip that and go all the way down to Maps. And if I do that, it's going to tell me to get lost. Going to come up with a nice, really annoying message that says map charts need geographical data such as country, region, state, province, country, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what it boils down to is if you look that up, it turns out, yeah, it can only map countries and provinces. It can't map cities, which is super weird, and you just know they're going to fix that, but right now they don't. So again, here's an example of 20 notable cities and towns in Alberta, Canada. And I really want, and there's a ranking for each of them. Basically, I want to show a map with their government ranking on it. And so how to do that? So I found just a fantastic way to do this. Super straightforward when you think about it, but man, not obvious. So let's just roll through it. So this is the data I've got, and this is all sort of irrelevant. So what I've done to clean it up is I've just gone over here and I've copied the data to here. So I've got my rank, lower is better, 2 through 151 there, the municipality, right? And then what I've done is I've gone and found the latitude and longitude of each one of these cities. And the way I've done that is really straightforward. So let's show you. I simply went to Google and I typed in, Banff, let's go to Calgary, Alberta, lat long. And bingo, typed it in. And then Chestermere, lat long, and then I just punched the information into my little table. So I built this table all by myself. This is not rocket science, but you definitely don't want to do it for 1,000 things by hand. If you do, you want to go to fiverr.com or someplace like that where you can contract somebody to do it, because it's going to be a boatload of work. What you have to do is you have to come up with the boundaries that you need to work with. So in my case, the province of Alberta, the way I figured this out, I should know this because I live here, but I didn't know this. It's a bit embarrassing, but it's the way it is. I didn't know the exact boundaries of my province. So the way I figured that out was to simply go to Google Maps, and let's just go down here, and if you double click, it will give you down here a latitude and longitude, which is fantastic. So here, there's nice latitude and longitude. And here, nice latitude, longitude, and here, 49th parallel, that one I knew. So, and that's all I needed to do with Google. Those things gave me this. I've made this map up for this course. You obviously wouldn't need this map, but now what you've got to do, it's really clever. What you've got to do, and I wish I could say I came up with it, but I didn't. I'm copying this from somebody else. And I'm just creating a video for you because it's difficult to understand unless you see it. So simple enough, select your chart, just the ranking and the municipalities in my case, not the latitude and longitude, and simply go to Insert, Recommended Charts. In fact, and what you're looking for is actually a bubble chart. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to save going through all recommended charts and just click straight on it. There we go. Now it's come up with a lovely chart for me that is really not very helpful at all. So what you do is on your x-axis, you right-click and you select your range. You go to Format Axis. You set your bounds. So the bounds are supposed to be for north and south are 49 to 60. So minimum is 49, top is 60, and yeah, don't worry about the bubbles going away. Not important. We'll get to that in just a second, and it'll all just make tons of sense. So same thing here, right click on your x-axis and format axis. And what we want to do here is go from 110 to 120. Yeah. So here, minimum is 110, maximum is 120. There we go. This gives us a lovely layout, as you can see, that looks, that matches our latitude and longitudes, which is great. So now all I need to do is go into here and select the data. So go and select data. Whatever's in here, just remove it. It doesn't make any difference, and add in municipality, well, in my case, municipality, in your case, whatever you want. whatever you want to call it is just fine. And what you want to do is edit that. The series, this is just text, so it doesn't make any difference. The x-axis, so that's going to be my latitude. Let's just go find that. My latitude, bingo. My y-axis is going to be the longitudes, bingo. And the bubble size, I would like to be the rank, bingo. And that is a rough map of the province. Now you think, well, it's really not the best map at all. So what you've got to do now is simply use a graphics tool to take this chart, this underline map, and stretch it to fit in here. So let's do that. So Alberta is a very tall rectangle. So in my case, I'm going to, if this was a square, it would be much easier, but it isn't. So Alberta is a tall rectangle. So I'm going to get this roughly to look something like Alberta here. There we go. And now I'm going to go to my map. And again, I just clipped this right out of Google Maps. So you could clip it out of anything. And you can see I've got rid of the boundaries. You don't need to, but I decided to. And I'm actually going to make this a little bit tighter, so I have less garbage in it. There we go. Image cropped selection file, save as. I'm just going to save it in my downloads because that's my garbage location. And I'm just going to call it map AB for Alberta. You call it whatever you want. It really makes no difference at all. Okay, now format background. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this map as a PNG file rather than a JPEG, because a PNG is transparent, and I really would like this, instead of being white when it comes out, all this checkerboard, I'd like it to actually be transparent. So you can save it as JPEG if you want, but I'm going to save this one as a PNG. So save. Sure, that's just fine. Now, if I take, if I right click here and I select format plot area, and then on the right side, I select fill, and I select picture, then I select file, I can go select my graphic, which I saved in my downloads, and again, I could use whatever I wanted. I'm going to use the PNG. So. Okay, so looking at this, something's obviously wrong, and what's wrong is I've got the my x-axis in the wrong order. You can see that these places are existing out in space, which is not good. Fortunately, Excel has a great way to fix that. So you just right-click and format axis, and there it is, format in reverse order, values in reverse order, and bedingo, there it is. Now, I can go in and clean this up. Yeah, that's how you overlay it. That just works. So if you had a population graph here or something, or population statistics or sales numbers, this would work really well. I obviously have to fix these bubbles, but you get the idea that you simply set your X and Y axis to be your lat long, and you're good to go. So you can see that these bubbles are just too large. They're over top of each other. They're just a mess. So let's just get those smaller first. So right click on your table on any of the bubbles. Right click on it and select format data series. Now in here, there's something scale bubble to, and let's go with 20%. Let's just see what that looks like. Wow, that's way better. And let's go to 10%. Let's see if that's any better. Yeah, okay, not terrible. I'm going to set this to 15 so we can get through this and not take up your time. Next thing we want to do is I want to label it. So now, because I've got this map behind here, I've already got them labeled, so it's not the end of the earth. But I want it more clearly labeled. So I'm going to right click and go to Add Data Label, and Data Callout in particular is what I want. Except I didn't want just one, I want them all. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to select one of the bubbles, that selects them all. Right click, Add Data Labels, but I want it as a callout. The problem here is, as you can see, these callouts are a mess, and they're including the lat long. So as you can see, I can over here, I can deselect these labels, and I'm going to select value from cell. And the value from cell, in my case, is these cities and towns. There we go. Now they're labeled, except I still don't want the X and the Y values. But I do want the bubble size, because the bubble size in my case is the ranking. Again, it could be population, could be anything. So now you can still see these are overlapping each other a bit, and that's just not good. So I could go through and delete some of this, but I don't want to. So I'm going to just drag some of these out, drag some of these around, so that they're not on top of each other. So if you have any questions, please get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.